Sponsored by Montlick and Associates, Columbus Injury Attorneys.
An Alabama man found dead outside a Columbus housing complex. What police say happened to him coming up. And the driver of a car veers off the road and flips over in Alabama. The heartbreaking details ahead.
And it was a warm day across the Chattahoochee Valley. Will we see the warmth stick with us, and will we see rain today? Tomorrow, the forecast is ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Rosalind Giles. In our top story tonight, Columbus investigators are working to find out who shot and killed a man at the Warren Williams Apartments on Winton Road this evening. The man's body was found in the parking lot of the complex. Happening now, News Leader 9's Jose Zozaya joins us live from the scene of the shooting with new details about the victim. Jose.
That is correct, Rosalind. After confirming with the Muskogee County Coroner's Office, we do know that the victim of today's shooting was 44-year-old Calvin Denson. Now, Denson, who is a native of Seal, Alabama, was taken to Midtown Medical Center after police arrived on the scene here at Warren Williams Apartments in Columbus, right off Winton Road. After being taken to that medical center, he was pronounced dead at 6:03 p.m. Here at the scene, crime scene investigators continue to look at more than 30 pieces of marked evidence they believe they're linked to the shooting. And Rosalind, Denson's cause of death has not yet been released. We do know that the coroner's office has confirmed that his autopsy is scheduled for Monday.
Now, Jose, have police said anything about a possible suspect in this shooting?
Rosalind, unfortunately, police have not released that information yet, but we will release it once we are privy to it, and we will let you know here on WTVM whenever we do get that new information. Reporting live in Columbus, Jose Zozaya for News Leader 9.
Absolutely, Jose. Thank you for that live report. Now, for the latest information on this shooting, you can visit our website and click on the homepage of WTVM.com. The Troy University family is mourning tonight after a motorcycle accident claims the life of one of their football players. The accident happened this morning in Gulf Shores on Fort Morgan Road. 19-year-old Nathan Harris, seen here, was pronounced dead at the scene, according to police. Officials say Harris was wearing a helmet. Investigators are checking to see how fast the motorcycle was going. They say speed could be a factor. Now to an update on a heartbreaking story in East Alabama. The name of an Alabama education official killed in a Russell County car accident has been released. Alabama state troopers say 41-year-old Gregory Graves of Pike Road, Alabama, died when his 2006 Lexus left the road on Highway 80 and overturned. The crash happened last night around 9:30 near Crawford. Investigators are trying to figure out what caused the accident. Graves was the executive director of the Alabama Education Association. Well, the radar for the Columbus area looking kind of colorful tomorrow. Let's check in now with Elizabeth to see what you can expect for your Sunday.
Thanks, Rosalind. That's exactly right. Looking at a better coverage of rain for your Sunday than what we saw today. Today's story was all about the warm/hot temperatures. If you consider upper 80s, low 90s hot, well, that's what we had today. 91 in Eufaula, 88 in Columbus, running about 10 degrees above average for this time of year. Temperatures right now in the upper 70s, still very, very mild across the Chattahoochee Valley, and also a couple of showers out there. This was the case. We were thinking to see an isolated shower this afternoon and evening, and that's what we've had. Tomorrow, though, we will have that better coverage of rain and even some thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon time. So tomorrow morning, 66 as you head off to church in the morning. A few more clouds around, so temperatures are going to be held down in the afternoon. We'll keep the chance of rain, though, going around for the next couple of days into the work week. So we'll talk that and cooler temperatures all coming up. Rosalind.
All right, looking forward to it, Elizabeth. Thank you. Well, today our News Leader 9 team was hard at work giving back to the community. Our Andrew McDevitt has a story about the Give 9 Day of Service.
One day each year, WTVM designates as a Give 9 Day of Service. On Saturday, members of our team gathered at the Brown Bag to help renovate the facility and help them with their daily operations. Brown Bag has been helping feed the people of the valley out of this building for nearly 2 decades, and today called for a bit of a spring cleaning.
When I heard what type of service that they deliver for the community here, I thought, man, I'm jumping right on that. So I brought it to our committee and we talked about it with our crew, and we all decided this was a worthy cause to come on and help out.
Brown Bag serves nearly 400 elderly men and women each month. Southeast Enterprise Group teamed up with our WTVM crew and helped paint the floors, walls, and doors of Brown Bag.
It is humbling and is very appreciated by the Brown Bag staff as well as the Brown Bag volunteers, because it isn't often that we get the opportunity to do all of the things that are being done today.
Brown Bag was not the only organization that benefited from Give 9. Goodwill also was able to pick up a truckload of items during today's spring cleaning.
It's just a great way that we can partner with WTVM and their Give 9 program. It's all about the community, and even though we're a nonprofit, we want to help other nonprofits.
For our team, it was nice to do a different kind of work and help serve our community.
It's nice to be able to give back something. I've done quite a few stories with Brown Bag, and I know the very important and good work that they do in terms of helping people. So it's nice to be able to help them and help them to be able to continue to help people get the food and the supplies that they need.
There are plenty of ways that you can help Brown Bag by donating non-perishable food items, clothes, books, magazines, and of course, cash donations are accepted as well. I'm Andrew McDevitt reporting in Columbus for WTVM News Leader 9.
All right, Andrew, good job out there to all. Now, blues lovers in the Valley area got a special treat today. The first ever Ma Rainey International Blues Festival was held in Uptown Columbus. Mad About Ma Blues Society of Columbus hosted the fun event. Enthusiasts picked spots along Broadway to sit and listen to various genres of music, including electric blues and roots music. The event organizers say they want to bring bigger acts next year to celebrate the hometown singer. Well, people in town hit the greens for a good cause today. The Exchange Club held its Golf for Kids tournament at Bull Creek Golf Course. The tournament is a fundraising event. People who participated got 18 holes of golf, lunch, plus prizes and awards for the $75 fee they paid to play on the course.
You only have to come to one of our Youth of the Month meetings to see and to feel the satisfaction that you get, or to feel satisfaction at the students that we have down there and how well they present themselves. It gives you a positive outlook about the students for tomorrow.
Now, the money earned today will go towards youth programs for the exchange services like Student of the Month as well as child abuse prevention. Plus, more 1,000 bikers who hit the road for a good cause today. We'll tell you more about that coming up. We'll also tell you why they're riding to raise money.
And are you waking up heading to Talladega tomorrow? Here's the forecast for the race. Gates open at 9 a.m. Temperatures in the low 70s, but we are expecting rain and storms by the afternoon time as well over there, as well back here in the Chattahoochee Valley. So we'll talk more on the rain and what you can expect tomorrow and the rest of your work week forecast all after the break.
Now to a fun story in East Alabama. Today, the city of Auburn hosted its annual City Fest. More than 10,000 people joined in on the fun at Kiesel Park. The City Fest is the largest free outdoor arts and crafts festival in the Auburn area, with food, entertainment, and nearly 100 arts and craft vendors. This is the 16th annual Auburn City Fest. Also today in Auburn, people strapped on their helmets and hopped on their bicycles in Auburn for Bo Jackson's 5th annual Bo Bikes Bama. Reporter Rosanna Smith was there and has more on how this charity ride is continuing to pick up speed to help those in need.
More than 1,000 cyclists from all walks of life joined Bo Jackson here on the plains for Bo Bikes Bama.
The bike is kind of this common denominator where it makes everyone about the same.
I'm from New Jersey. Since 2012, I've come down every year, every single year.
This is my first ride and I'm 15 years old.
We are making a difference.
This charity ride first kicked off on the one-year anniversary of the deadly April 2011 tornadoes. And since then, it's only gained momentum.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a great thing to see everybody continue to come back. And then they are bringing friends with them.
To date, these cyclists have helped raise more than $1 million to support the governor's emergency relief fund.
It was also meaningful that first year because we rode through a lot of the tornado-torn areas.
For University of Alabama alum Kim Cross, she says seeing the destruction and hearing survivors' stories firsthand is something she will never be able to shake, and being able to be part of the rebuilding process has been life-changing.
The things that tear our world apart reveal what holds us together, and beautiful things come from our brokenness. And in the wake of that storm, people really helped each other. That made me really proud to be from Alabama.
And coming together to help those in need seems to have the power to even bring together rivals.
There is the rivalry between Roll Tide and War Eagle, but
on days like today, there's no rivalry, so it's pretty incredible.
It's just for such a great cause and bringing the whole state together, and Bo's just done a great job.
Rosanna Smith in Auburn, WTVM News Leader 9.
Now, through the funds raised, nearly 600 homes have been repaired and more than 60 community storm shelters have been built. And Elizabeth, it's great to see the community coming together, working together to make an impact.
Definitely. And, you know, this past week was the 5-year anniversary of those April 27th tornadoes. And stories like that, it's just amazing. Like she said, it shows you after devastating things, you see what holds us together. It's great.
Very heartwarming.
Yeah. Well, our forecast, it was very warm today, almost summer-like conditions across the Chattahoochee Valley. Tomorrow, not as warm because we do have a higher rain chance around, and it's going to be about a 40% chance of rain, so not all-day rain for everybody, but something you want to get prepared for as you are making those Sunday plans. But we do have a slight cool down going into the next couple of days. Highs backing off into the 70s for those afternoon highs by Wednesday. And that Cinco de Mayo forecast, let's take a look at that because this is one of my favorite graphics in all of our graphics here. Cinco de Mayo forecast 70s by next Thursday, and we'll see those temperatures very right at average with lots of sunshine. We'll get the rain out looking a lot better as we head towards Wednesday and Thursday. Temperature wise right now in the 70s, 76 in Auburn, 72 in Tuskegee, as well as Eufaula, 75 in Fort Benning, and coming in at 73 degrees in Reynolds right now. So very mild out there. Definitely not a bad evening, although we do have some clouds around. We do have some couple of showers coming through as well. So isolated showers throughout the night and tomorrow morning possible, but nothing widespread. I wanted to show you just a closer look. You're just seeing a few blips of green there on the Alert Center radar network. One closer look, you can see one shower there in the northeast Columbus area making its way out. Midland getting some showers, Upatoy, and then just to the east of Flat Rock. Futurecast, though, shows you what you can expect for your Sunday. Again, just isolated showers expected tomorrow morning and going into your lunchtime hour. By the afternoon and evening, though, we do start to pick up a better coverage of rain and storms, and that'll be this very similar forecast for your Monday, starting off with the passing shower heading into work. Mostly dry, though. Then by the evening time, you get a better coverage of rain and thunderstorms, but not anticipating anything in the way of severe weather, just rumble of thunder. So 66 tonight is your forecast across the Chattahoochee Valley. Temperatures tomorrow a bit cooler just because of the clouds and the rain, so we'll top out at 84 here in Columbus. Keeping things in the 80s for the next few days and also keeping that rain chance around through Tuesday. Wednesday, though, that'll be a day of transition. We'll start to dry out some, and we'll also cool down with the temperatures back into the 70s, but it's also our next weather radio event. We're going to be at the Kroger there in Lynette, Alabama from 10 to 2 Eastern time. It's one of the last weather radio Wednesdays that we're going to have. We have this one and one more, so come see us. Plan it this coming Wednesday to get your weather radio programmed. Behind that, lots of sunshine, though. We'll finally get out of this wet weather pattern that we've seen. Not too wet for everybody. It's just been a constant forecast of afternoon showers and storms, but we're getting done with that, at least for now, and looking drier as we head towards next Thursday.
So some passing showers tomorrow, but not a washout.
Exactly. Don't worry too much with your plans. Just make sure you have your radar, maybe your umbrella, and you'll be prepared.
All right, we'll keep that in mind, Elizabeth. Thank you. Coming up, another local star is heading to the NFL. Paul will tell us which team he'll be playing for on Sundays. Plus, the Columbus Lions look to stay perfect in the AIF. We've got highlights from tonight's game against the Georgia Firebirds.
Theater 9 tomorrow morning, we'll have all the overnight news, your Storm Team 9 forecast. Plus, it's National Run a Mile Day in Columbus. All that and more on News Leader 9 Sunday morning, starting at 7.
From WTVM Sports Leader 9, Paul Stockman.
Last week, the Columbus Lions got a bit of a scare from the Florida Tarpons, but they were able to hold on and stay undefeated. This week, they faced a Georgia Firebird team that they've beaten before, but with a new coach and 3 out of 4 wins, the team from Albany hoped to leave the Lions feeling the heat. Columbus on the road tonight at the Albany Civic Center, looking to get that 6th win, and in the first quarter does not take them long to score. Casey Kaz to Jarmon Fortson right in the front of the end zone. Simple 6 points, and the Lions jump out to an early lead. Later in the first, Lions airing it out. Kaz to John Harris, wide open for the touchdown catch, and Columbus put up 86 points on this team the first go-around. Didn't put up as much this time, but had little trouble with them either way. Later in the quarter, they gave it to the big man, Aaron Wheeler. Look at the stretch for the touchdown. Lions get the big win today, 73-19 the final. They remain undefeated. Day 3 of the NFL draft today, and another one of our local boys is heading to the big time. Cody Core, the Auburn native wide receiver out of Ole Miss, going to Cincinnati. He was drafted by the Bengals in the 6th round, the 199th overall pick. Tom Brady was number 199 back in the day, so could be good news there for Core's future. Also, lots of baseball action locally today. Make sure you strap in. We got plenty of it. Northside and Stars Mill in one of many Game 3 winner-take-all showdowns. Northside down 1-0 in the 5th when the Panthers help them out. Jared Cumro uncorks a wild pitch, scores 1 run to tie it up. 6th inning, Kenny Harrell coming up big. Down the third baseline, it's fair. Logan Coley scores the go-ahead run. Harrell all smiles after his 3rd double of the game. Tyler Pace, a 1-out grounder to second. Stars Mill going for the inning-ending double play, but they can't get either out. And Harold comes in to score. It's 3-1 Patriots. Stars Mill cuts it to 3-2, and the tying run on third in the 7th, but Drew Haywood whiffs Kyle Everett to end it, and Northside rallies to win 3-2. They advance to the 2nd round of the playoffs, where they'll play Loganville at home. Elsewhere in 5A, Columbus and McIntosh squaring off in their own do-or-die situation. Game 3 not starting good early for the Columbus High Blue Devils. Jacob Cole with a liner to right. 2 runs come around to score. McIntosh with a 7-1 lead after 2 innings. But the Blue Devils not going away. They cut it to 7-4. Now with the bases loaded, Jack Copley with a high fly ball to left gets over the head of Daniel Blair into the wall. It clears the bases. 3 runs come in, ties the game up at 7 apiece. Next batter, Jackson Mellenberg, proves why you never give up on a play. Pop fly to first base, not happy about it, but Drew Plant, the first baseman, loses it in the sun. Fair ball. And Copley comes in to score, and it gives Columbus the 8-7 lead. Great comeback for the Blue Devils. They go on to win it this afternoon, 10-9. They go to the next round. They'll face Allatoona on the road. Meanwhile, LaGrange also in 5A moving on. They beat Union Grove 7-6. They'll face Gainesville in round number 2. In 3A, Callaway beating Hart County by a simple 1-0 score. They will be at Blessed Trinity for the next round in 3A as well. Brookstone hosting Calvary Day in yet another deciding Game 3. We'll pick this one up in the top of the first. Tristan Triplett's sharp grounder snagged by Culver. Norrid at first. Nice play. But the rest of it was not so nice for the Cougars. Top of the 2nd, runners on the corners. Tyler Aaron, grounder up the middle. Nice stop, but not so nice throw by James Scherer. Harry Clark and Thomas Wells come around to score. It's 2-zip Cavaliers. 4th inning now. Triplett with a 2-out dribbler down the third base line. Daniel Amos thinks it'll roll foul. It does not. Aaron scores, and it's 3-zip. Let's go to the 6th. Brookstone, runners on the corners and 1 out. Trey Lingo grounds to 3rd, and it's an around-the-horn double play to end the threat. Calvary Day eliminates Brookstone 4-0, the final in that one. Calvary Christian, meanwhile, making a statement today against Young Americans. Top 2, Nick Baker. Yeah, you can hear it off the bat. Putting a charge into this one. Long gone to left field. A 2-run shot. That gets things going. Later in the 2nd. John Brown at the dish. Lines a single to left field, and that's going to bring in Zachary Garcia. 4-zip Knights. Cody Russell getting in on the act. Hammering it to deep left field. This one will stay in the park, but Brown and Garrett McGlamory score easily on the double. It's 6-0. Calvary wins 18-0 to complete the series sweep and move on to the GICAA state semis next week, where they'll face Thomas Jefferson Academy. And in Alabama, the 7A first round, Auburn beating Enterprise 8-5 in Game 3. The Tigers will actually face Central next weekend in a rematch of Area 3 play. Benjamin Russell falling to Opelika. Good news for the Bulldogs. They will move on to the next round. They'll play either Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa, or Chilton County in the quarterfinals in 6A. In college ball, CSU hosting UNC Pembroke. The Bats rattling today. 3rd inning, Mike McClellan hitting it to the gap in left center. The double brings home Ryan Fichter, and it's 10-0 Cougars already. 4th inning, runners on the corners. Justin Evans breaking for 2nd, one of his 4 stolen bases on the day, and the throw goes wild. Blake Edwards trots home. It's 11-0 Cougs. Evans finishes the trip. Lake Hart with a ground ball to 3rd. Looking, Evans' back does no good. He takes off on the throw to 1st, then beats the throw to the plate, and the Cougars win it 20-2. That's not a typo. They clinch the Peach Belt Conference regular season title. Congrats to them. Speaking of clinching, the CVCC Pirates winning a doubleheader against LB Wallace. They clinched the Southern Division in the ACCC, 13-3 and 13-5 the finals in that one, in those games this afternoon.
A lot of action on the diamond.
Yeah, just a little much.
Is it baseball season?
I think it is. I think we got to get to the baseball out there.
Yeah, and that score 2-20. Wow.
Yeah, 20 points. I mean, I thought that was baseball, or excuse me, football.
Yeah.
I thought Columbus State had started a football team. So
Definitely.
yeah.
All right, thank you, Paul. Well, today is National Swimming Pool Opening Day, Paul, if you didn't know that. It's celebrated annually on the last Saturday of April, and this is actually the first National Swimming Pool Opening Day. The idea came from a swimming pool supply company. It's a day for pool owners across the country to prepare their swimming pools for the summer ahead. Now, pool owners can test and balance the water to ensure it is healthy and safe.
You guys out in the sun for very long today?
I was. Okay.
Yeah, I was a little bit.
Okay, could have used the pool.
A little
after
dip would
that
have been
one.
good,
Yeah,
sitting
my
by the pool.
goodness.
Yeah, it was great.
A little on the warm side. Good news is not as warm tomorrow. I'm not ready for that just yet. We're going to cool down just a bit, low to mid 80s, but we're also going to have some showers around. So make sure you grab that WTVM Weather mobile app. You can see what's going on outside.
All right, we'll keep all of that in mind. Elizabeth, thank you very much, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 6. Have a great one.